Hello and welcome to the channel. A little while ago I got done watching The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the extended edition. I do have the entire trilogy as the extended edition on DVD. This box in here is exactly the same as The Unexpected Journey, or An Unexpected Journey. So it's 2 discs for the actual movie, and then 3 appendix discs. So it's got a whole bunch of like behind the scenes stuff, which is kind of neat. I quite enjoyed it. What I've heard some complaints about The Hobbit being like drawn out and almost being too long and stuff. But yeah, they're definitely keeping faithful to the book. Yeah, they're adding a few details that aren't necessarily in the book, but it's not like it's just for padding or just to draw out the story or anything like that. It adds lore to it. It adds more suspense in some areas. It adds more flavor, I would say. I did hear that the barrel scene in this movie was a bit drawn out, but I thought it was fine. Um, yeah, I don't see what people have been complaining about these movies so far. Um, yeah, if they had um, tried to make it all into one movie, oh, so many details would have been missed. Just like when they did Lord of the Rings, there are so many details that got missed, and I almost wish that what they would have done is done 2 movies for each of the books, so draw it out to 6 movies. Because yeah, but it feels the same as the Lord of the Rings. It looks the same. They're using the same CGI and the same effects. Um, yeah, and the story itself is actually pretty good too. They do finally make it to the Lonely Mountain and encounter Smaug and stuff. Um, yeah, yeah, I'd give this movie like a 9.5 out of 10. It's it's not perfect, but it's still really good. Um, Definitely worth the watch. So far, I would recommend the trilogy. I haven't seen the Battle of Five Armies yet. I plan on doing that probably in the next day or two at the time of this recording. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. This is the first time I'm seeing this trilogy. I never saw it in the theater. Um, and I'm actually kind of glad I didn't. Um, I'm thinking that the extended edition is the way to go with actually seeing the movie, because they did extend some scenes and they added a few scenes in, and it it might add to the movie. Well, add to the movies more. Um, but yeah, don't remember a lot of the things that happened in the book. Some things I do remember, but there's a lot of key details that I have since forgotten. I haven't read it since high school. Actually, no, scratch that. Elementary school. Yeah, I was still in elementary school when I was given the box set um, of the Lord of the Rings and a limited edition of The Hobbit. And I think those books are currently in storage. I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't see them in my closet. It almost makes me want to go back and read the book again, just to kind of see where the movie differs from the book. But I probably won't do that because I have such a difficult time with reading and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that Peter Jackson got to make not only the Lord of the Rings but the Hobbit as well. And I'm glad that they took their time to tell pretty much the whole story. Unlike the Lord of the Rings, where there are, like I said, there are some details within the lore that is missing. There are key places that they don't get to go to that are in the books, and also the ending is a bit different. I remember the ending in the Return of the King when the hobbits go back. I'll probably talk about that in my Lord of the Rings review, but yeah. Yeah, I was almost afraid to watch these because of some of the videos that I saw on the Hobbit trilogy. But now that I'm actually watching them, I'm glad I'm watching them. They're great. I quite enjoy it. It is a bit long. Like each one of these movies is like close to 4 hours long. Plus, I have to take breaks in between to go outside and vape. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to manage sitting through this movie in the theater, but at least I can pause the movie and go outside, vape, and then come back in and continue watching the movie. But it does take me a bit longer than if you were to just sit down and watch. But yeah, as I said, 9.5 out of 10. I'm happy. I'm happy I got this. I bought it as a box set. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one.